Bonjour, everybody. It is day 6 of my 5-minute Go Live for 7 days challenge. I'm almost there, and it's cold out today. It's like winter, freezing. But I've been thinking about what I wanted to share today, and grief, processing grief, loss. I spoke a little bit about my pain of losing somebody, my son's father, and most of the pain was for my kids, but I took it on as my own. And loss leaves a hole in you that I just needed to fill with something else because I felt empty. I really don't know what it feels like to lose a parent because I still have mine, and I can't imagine the pain of losing a child. And my heart is with any of you who have, and I just wanted to share a little bit about healing, how I kind of healed that loss was by fixing little things about myself, little things at a time. Like I said, like the anger issue, I felt like I was bringing that up every day, but anger was a big part. And then what comforts me is growing my spirituality. It's not all about God. It's about being spiritual. And as my spirituality, as I grew it, I felt closer to people, ancestors on the other side, that they were with me. And I feel like when I meditate and I ground myself, that I can talk to them. They hear me. I know that. And knowing that they're with me comforts me. Like I believe my Nokomis is with me, my grandmother and my grandfather. And when I reflect back on my life, I can pick parts out of it when they gave me signs or spoke to me. But, for example, I was in a abusive relationship for a few years, and I didn't know how I was going to get out of it. I was scared to leave and didn't know what to do. And honestly, I almost thought I was going to have to kill the guy to get out of it, but I didn't. So, but yeah, I remember dreaming one night, and my Mishomis, my grandfather, came to me, and he's been gone since, I want to say, 87. And that was probably like 10 years after he passed. But he came to me in my dream and told me that I didn't need to put up with that. I didn't need this. And after my dream, I told my ex that, and he got offended, of course, but that kind of gave me the courage to leave, and I did escape. But knowing and just kind of looking for little signs, like seeing the Magizi, the eagles, as signs of they're with me, or my kids, that comforts me. And talking to them, praying. Like I said, it's not just God, it's just being spiritual. We do have a body, mind, and spirit. And healing for me is healing my spirit after chasing it out for so long, healing my mind, healing my body. It's all different kinds of layers to it, and trying to find a balance. And But I think my 5 minutes is kind of up. You know, you heal just a little bit about parts of yourself, and it may hurt less, but you know, it's always going to be there. But I know that I make my ancestors proud by the way I live my life now. And that's how I live it. Is I think when I pass, are they going to be there to greet me? Are they going to be proud to see me and greet me? And in my own culture, you know, I believe in my own culture, and grieving in traditional ways, we usually had a year to mourn. And I don't see that being acknowledged at all. You know, as far as somebody passes and you're just expected to go back to work and act like nothing happened. But for me, I kind of, you know, as soon as I'm working on a business, my Savage Truth 144, and I would like to implement a 1-year mourning period for people, you know, just to take time off whenever you need to do what you need to do, to say, hey, I'm having a really rough day today and I can't make it in. You know, just be compassionate, empathetic. But yeah, so I don't think this person will mind. I'm sitting on their stone, but it's kind of cold and I didn't want to lose a signal. But I'm here walking around in the cemetery for some effect. But yeah, tomorrow, follow me, join me, Miigwech, for being with me and walking with me. Appreciate you guys, and I see you. You're not alone. We are not alone. And we're making changes. Just stand strong in your truth. Who cares what everybody else says? You know what's true in your heart. Peace. You go, Wabamin.